Hi, everybody. If you're out there, if you still care, if you're paying attention, if this is not driving you insane, hi. Welcome to the Currently Unnamed the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Per, I am drinking on some water. Hydration is important. And I have my cup mug because that's important, and Jack has it too. So there's a panel full of cup mugs there, and you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below, and we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup merch. Period. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
And hello, my name is Jack. I'm the resident game designer of the panel. I'm so fucking tired.
Mm.
I genuinely can't put it any other way. This season has exhausted me. It feels like every single time something interesting is about to happen, we have the most boring possible situation with exactly one exemption that's happened during the merge. One. We've had a month of this. And uh, I just want something to happen for once. But at the very least, at least we only have 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
And I just have some water.
Yeah. Hi, Brooke.
Hello, Brooke.
So yeah, we are here talking Survivor 48, episode 11. And y'all, like Jack says, we're tired. We're just tired. Because every single week, it's been nothing but predictability and foolishness. We had 1 week where it was like, oh, something good happened or something unpredictable happened. And then we went right back to the status quo. And I don't understand why we feel the need to just allow the same thing to continue happen. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's how we feel. And thank you. I love you as well. But it's that's how we feel. Everything is just it's like why are we do anyway.
Literally, people are given chances to put themselves in better positions. And I mean, at least we got rid of the main component of the steamroll, but unfortunately all that developed was just a differently shaped steamroll that no one is willing to get out of the way of. And I mean, I could almost tell you guaranteed who goes home next week,
Yep.
and then probably the week after
Okay,
that,
right. I know
and
the
then
next two
probably
weeks.
tell you the final three at that point, and we're all gonna be happy, I guess.
I don't know.
Uh,
And we'll dive into it. But before we do, y'all know what to do. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. We are on a mission to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year, and we will really, really appreciate your help. That's our mission here at the Cup TV because we are ready to expand and unlock a lot of new things, and that will only come if we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you help us out, if you have not subscribed, if you're watching now or you're watching later after we go, after we've streamed this, hit the subscribe button, help us out. It's free to do. All you have to do is hit that button down there. Hit the subscribe button right down below and support us. And we will continue to give all the great content that we can give you about competitive reality television and anything else that we decide to talk about here on this channel, because I feel like we might be going a little bit off script from competitive reality television to just reality television on certain occasions, because some things are coming up.
mm-hmm,
It's a lot of things coming up, like a lot of things coming up for us here on this channel. Um, we're winding down on Survivor, we're winding down on Amazing Race, but we're going to get right into the Destination X, which is happening very soon, and we will have exit interviews from Destination X. So you definitely want to be a part. Check that out. We also will have jump into our Big Brother coverage when that happens. Love Island is starting in June, which we will be covering. That's a lot of coverage, and if the way these things are working out, we might be talking about Love Island from now up until December because we have Love Island. Then we'll have the spin-off show from Love Island, and then we'll have Love Island games. So we might be talking Love Island from June to December. Ooh, the way they set this up. And you know what? I'm excited to talk about it. So we got all of that, plus any of the new shows that come out. Netflix, we like throwing out shows left and right. So who knows what's happening in the summer? So stick around and join us for all of the content that will come from this channel. But that mission doesn't stop here at the Cup TV because it has gone over to all four of our channels. We're trying to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year on all four of our channels. If you're a fan of drag or drag race, at the Cup Pod is the place you want to be, and you can go subscribe over there. If you're a fan of WWE wrestling, at the Cup Ringside is where you need to be to check out all of the coverage on WWE. And if you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, which the competition is this following weekend, so go so a lot of content is coming out from that channel. So go jump on that channel at the Cup ESC. Help them out. Help all of us out to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Follow us on our audio podcast links. That link is in the description below, as well as our Patreon to get fun, exciting things that's happening behind the scenes, exclusive content, and early access. All that's happening. We got a lot going on here at the Cup, so definitely want to join and be a part of it, and we appreciate you very, very much. So thank you, and thank you. Now, let's get into this because honestly, I don't want to spend too much time on this. This is probably going to
I
be
don't
the
either.
shortest live we're going to do. I'm gonna be honest. It's probably going to
Yeah,
be a short live.
I mean, where other episodes have felt like, oh, at least we get like some nice drama interstitials of like stuff that's happening. Literally, I think you could skip about 20 minutes of this episode and nothing changes.
It's so dumb. Okay, so we start when we come back from the tribal where we lost Star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still a little annoyed by that. Um,
But I'm there too. So at least the one thing I will say is Star got a nice long episode that was almost entirely about her and proved that she is in fact the star of the
Star.
season.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
silver lining, even if that episode has to be the episode she goes home.
Absolutely, absolutely. But we lose Star, and so now we're back, and we're talking. We're like, "Yay, everybody! We made the final seven! Woo!" And then we get Mitch talking about we've got to do something. We got to make a move, or Joe's just gonna win. We've got to do. And I was like, really, Mitch?
Oh
Now
wow.
we have to do
It's
something?
not like the entire last round was about you needing to make a move. Now you need to make a move. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now we need to make a move because the writing's on the wall. I mean, I don't know about you, but I saw the writing on the wall last week.
No, just to be clear at this point, the writing has dried on the wall. It's been painted up there since like 2 episodes ago, and you're now noticing it because it stopped dripping onto the floor. Like,
It,
ugh.
it's literally in bold letters with calligraphy and a neon sign blaring at it. But now it's on the wall. And I'm like,
Uh,
okay, Mitch, whatever. But now we need to do something because Joe's just going to run all over this game and he's just gonna win. So we need to do something. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Um, honestly, I don't even care about anything else that happened. Mary was trying to make her plea. She was pitching to everybody, which I appreciate. Mary was like, listen, if you want to go after Joe or Eva, you need to have me on your side. You need to have a number. I will be that number. You can use me, work with me. We can do this. And so she pitches that to Camilla. Camilla's like, absolutely. I'm on board with that. I love that
Yep.
idea. This is great. She pitches the same thing to Kyle, and Kyle's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I
I
mean,
don't know.
this power structure I already have is like really nice for me. Like, I could accept you, I could not. I don't know. I just don't know.
And I
I
was
don't
like,
know.
oh my, I was like, Kyle, what? Okay.
Ugh.
I mean, I
It-
get where your position is in this game. So I understand it, but I'm like, but hello. What do you mean? I,
it's just so. It is genuinely so tiring because I want so badly to support Kyle because he's one of the most interesting characters on the season, but he's actively just settling at every point possible while talking up that he's not going to settle.
right.
And and it's just like, yeah, you can make a move. You can put yourself in control. You can put you and Camilla in control. You don't have to hide this anymore. Like, are they going to be so betrayed by all of it that they're not going to give you? No, they're going to respect it.
We gotta
But
respect. It's the
please,
game. It's the game. I don't care about. Oh, you didn't honor what a commitment that we made on day whatever the kid is.
yeah.
Like it's so
Uh,
ridiculous. I'm like, okay, you are down to your final seven. If it gets down too far, you won't have that chance again. But okay, we'll continue to sit and stew into the complicity that we are because they're complacent right now. He's very complacent in this spot because he has never been on the bottom except one time, and he got his way out of it, and he's been at the top riding high ever since. And he's been complacent now. And it's driving me nuts because, like you, I want to really root for Kyle. I really want to like, and I do root for Kyle. I like Kyle. I'm just like, please do something.
please make it so that you're not just an obvious fifth place. Like, you are going to be chopped and you just don't realize it yet.
I mean, he might be fourth place,
He might be fourth. He
but
might he might be a finalist and lose.
yeah,
I genuinely cannot see Kyle winning right now. And that sucks because I really like Kyle.
really want him to win. Like, nobody wins sitting next to Joe. Nobody wins sitting next to Eva. They both got to go.
Mm-hmm.
They both got to go for anybody to win. And we heard Shaheen in this episode say one of the silliest things I've ever heard anybody say. Well, no, not that I've heard anybody say. I'm being over dramatic, but something so silly. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, I can sit next to Joe, and I think I can beat Joe. I think my game is better than Joe. I'm like, Shaheen, hello.
No, no, you
Your
cannot. No, you
your name
cannot,
has been
sir.
written down twice, like
Your name
two.
has been written down twice. Joe's name has come up repeatedly, but his name has never been written down once because he's so good at getting the name off of him.
What do you mean? You can
Uh,
beat him sitting next, like, hello.
it's so much. It's so much for no fucking reason.
No reason at all. We do see Mary pitch her same idea to Shaheen, and he acts like he's listening, but then he's acting like he's not. So, which to me, which if I'm Mary, I'm like, yeah, they're not with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand why she felt that way. Because why would she think that when Kyle was giving her the hemming and hawing and the well maybe I don't know, and Shaheen is like but we can if I was married I'd be like oh, okay whatever they're
Okay,
not with me.
cool. Great. They're not with me. I'm going to try and find another crack, but like, what other
Wait,
option do I have?
and you know what Mary does, and I respect her for this. I respect her a lot. She takes her frustration out on the coconuts.
And she eats the
And
last
she
coconut.
starts whacking up all these coconuts and starts eating the very last coconut. And they're like, is that the last coconut? And she's like, yeah. And I think since if there's reward, I'm not gonna go. Everybody else is gonna have a chance to go. I'm not gonna go, so I'm just gonna eat this. And they're like, what?
Oh,
She does.
okay.
And Camilla's like, she doesn't have coconut etiquette. Like, what? I'm like,
It's like,
no, she don't have coconut
and y'all don't
etiquette.
have game sense, so what's the difference? Like, it doesn't matter. It's like at
She
this point, they're just waiting to go onto Ponderosa and get their time done. Like, uh,
like, what do you want from her? Y'all have clearly put her on the bottom. She has no ways of getting in any other place except winning immunity. And so
mhm.
she's like, okay, so if I'm not gonna get a chance to go on revolt, I'm gonna have to win immunity in order to get it. But that's not guaranteed. So I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat these coconuts right now, and the rest of y'all can fend for yourself later. I don't care. But I'm about to eat this coconut. And she did. She drank all the water, the coconut water out of it. She turned it up. And I was like, okay, Mary, I respect
Good
that.
for you.
You do that. I wasn't mad at it at all. At all. But she does that. And everybody's a little upset. Well, not upset, annoyed. Eva's a little annoyed. Camilla's a little annoyed. Eva's a lot annoyed, but whatever. So, is this when the boat comes?
This is where the boat comes, which
The
the boat
boat.
comes, and surprise, it's a journey at final 7 for one person. Okay, sure, why not? Why not?
Whatever the. Mm.
And I mean, people are uncertain who's gonna go. They draw rocks, and Eva goes, so it genuinely doesn't matter.
It
It
does not.
doesn't matter. We
This
are about
whole
to
journey
spend
doesn't matter.
20 minutes on nothing that will not change the game. Oh.
It's so freaking ridiculous. The last person that needed to go on this journey goes on
Was
the
Eva.
freaking journey. Oh my god.
Mm.
I literally screamed at my TV like, no! Are you freaking kidding me? This girl. Oh my god. Oh my
Literally,
god.
at this point, I was just like, cool, Mary's going home. There's nothing anyone can do about it now. It's over.
It sucks so, like, I was the most annoyed I've ever been watching this. Oh, I was so, why?
Oh.
Why does the girl who has an idol and an advantage now gets to go on this journey to win possibly another advantage? How somebody pluck
Oh.
my eyeballs out right now because I'm
It's
overwatching this.
it's so exhausting. Honestly,
Ugh.
this is such a this is such a boring episode in a way that's like, okay. And then she gets to it.
Ugh.
And then she basically just invalidates it and says, I don't need extra power. I can throw this entire journey away. And just goes home. Like,
I mean, she does her 4 stacks. She had to stack things around in a circle, and she had to get at least 4 to save her vote. If she gets the 4, she saves her vote. If she does 8, she gets knowledge without power or knowledge without power advantage. She has the knowledge because she has the idol, so it doesn't. She doesn't need it.
literally, genuinely, what is there to steal in this game that Eva does not own?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
So yeah, Eva literally looks at it, goes, cool, I'll just go stack something for. Like, she gets it done in probably like not even half the time, maybe a third of the time, and looks at the basically looks at the producer, said, I'm stopping. There's no reason to continue. I'm going back home. Knocks the stack off basically before her vote was even before the timer is even done, because she's not going to push it any farther. There's no need. And we go back to the beach, and she basically just says, I lost my vote and I got it back, and it was better if any of y'all went because you could have gotten the knowledge is power, but I basically stopped everyone from getting it, so suck it. And
What's that? Like, Eva,
it's
she's pleased. Joe's pleased. They're all very happy.
they're all very happy except for Mary, who's just like, okay, great, cool. What am I gonna do then?
I have to win immunity, I guess.
Have to
Mm.
win immunity.
And that's the easy feat, right? Because she's done it so many times before. Oh wait, no, she is not. Um, so we have that happening. We have Eva's just gloating about her not needing to get the advantage, but got her vote. So whatever. We go to the challenge because I don't really care about
Yeah,
anything.
there's not much else to talk about.
The challenge happens. Absolutely,
Correct.
correct.
At this point, correct. This
Yeah,
I very much fail to see how this isn't going to be the bottom of the new era,
yeah.
if not like bottom 10 of all seasons, period.
It's
Because it's
uh,
just stagnant.
it's
Literally, it's
so
been stagnant for so long, and anytime anything interesting has happened, it's been shot down.
shut
So
down. It's horrible. But we get to the challenge, and so the challenge is put a vase on a wheelbarrow, and then you move that through some obstacles up a like a seesaw kind of thing, and then you had to go down, and then you go up another zigzag balance beam, and then you get down. And then you put a second vase on there, and you have to go over speed bumps in the sand with the two vases on. And then once you get to the end of that, you unlock your puzzle, and it's the arch puzzle, and you have to spell out a word, and the word is unforgettable. And you have to spell it out, and it has to match on both sides.
this is a very ironic word to choose for this season.
Because this is the most forgettable season that they're going to have.
I will say, of all challenges, this one was very entertaining only
Yes.
because, unsurprisingly, it actually went back and forth multiple times,
Yes.
which is a
And
really nice thing to see.
love that. And it wasn't just hang on for dear life and your strength is going to get you through. This was a very
Hmm.
balanced puzzle, balancing that anybody could have won. And it showed. And it was just, what we saw, because like I thought Mary was going to kill it because she was doing so well at the beginning. She got over there first. She got over. It was once she got to that second obstacle, it became a problem, and then the third obstacle became a problem. So she
Hmm.
was surely falling out of the ranking. But then we had Joe doing good, and Camilla doing good, and Kyle doing good, and everybody else, Eva was doing good. Everybody else was doing good. Mitch was in the fold. They all were doing well. And it once they did that, once they got all through to the puzzle part of the challenge, this is where everybody just got back into it. Even Mary came back in and um got into it. Redemption Island. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm trying
Just
to
a
remember.
very nothing season from what I
But
remember of it, which I don't have good memory of it. So,
yeah. But so everybody was back in it when it got to the last part, the puzzle part, and this, like I said, the arch puzzle. Um, and it was close. Like everybody had chances that were getting stuff together. Some people couldn't figure out the word right away. Like Shaheen got there first, but couldn't figure out the word. Then Kyle was behind him, um, and he figured out the word on one side, but it didn't match the other side. So that didn't work for him. Um, Eva was never really in it towards the end. Mitch had it but couldn't get it
couldn't
and
get it up. Yeah.
couldn't get it up. So it really came down to Joe and Camilla, and like both of them had most of the words together and then dropped at one point, so they had to rebuild it. But it came down to one block. between Joe and Camilla getting it up. And Joe puts his piece in and gets the last piece and puts it in, and he gets to the mat first, and Camilla's like steps behind him. She puts it in and she's going back to the back. And Jeff is like, Joe thinks he has it, and he does. Wait, no, he does it. And I was like, oh my God. You see?
I was not sure if they were going to flag them on the color being the wrong way around. I assume they would, but no, Camilla just has it. Camilla has it actually correct compared to other people. And yeah,
I
no,
screamed. I screamed. I was like,
it's like
yes!
finally something can happen. Both Joe and Eva are exposed. Like we're in a great spot to see some gameplay.
This was great. I was like, ah, yes, Camilla won. First, happy for Camilla because I love Camilla. I'm glad that she actually got a chance to win an immunity idol. Good on her. But then I'm like, you, something can happen from this, right? This could be great. We can get something because they're the two biggest people or the strongest people are exposed and we want them gone because that's the logical thing to do in a game like Survivor. Get out your opponent, your biggest threats in a game. That's what we thought. Um, but also it's a reward challenge because sushi is on the table for this. And I was like, do I really want sushi that's been sitting there
Yeah,
in the
I
hot
want
Fijian sun
rice and fish on a beach
with rice and
where
fish?
I've only had rice and fish. I'm okay, but thank you for the offer.
Or I mean, sure. I mean, they had noodles and other things. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, sure. But I don't know if I really want sushi that's been sitting out in the Fijian sun, waiting on me to get back from what okay. Sure. But they had that. So she gets to pick one person and she picks Mitch first, because Mitch is the person who has eaten the least. Great. And then she
Mm-hmm.
picks Eva. And I was like,
Oh,
huh?
okay.
Why
I,
Eva?
I mean, she gives a reason later of wanting to split Joe and Eva up, but even then it's like, okay, so you're gonna give the girl who's been doing really well more fuel?
Mm-hmm.
It's so exhausting.
Whatever. But
Hmm.
so they eat and they're enjoying themselves. They get back to camp to eat. They are loving it. And I think, to Camilla's point, her plan of making Eva and Joe feel comfortable, her telling Eva that the vote is Mary. Like, it's Mary. We all know it's Mary. There's no need to talk about it. It's Mary. Made Eva feel comfortable enough to go back and tell Joe it's Mary. Everybody's saying it's Mary. Everybody's agreeing it's Mary. We just gonna let it ride. It's Mary. And so I think to that point it makes sense, but I'm still like,
Uh,
Eva though, of all the people, she has eaten the most, and we gonna give it to her. But okay, um, sure, sure. I don't know. But on the other side, we had Kyle, Joe, Shaheen, and Mary all at camp with no food, just laying around. Mary gets up to go to wherever she wanted to go, and they're like, "Where'd she go? Where'd she go?" I don't know. I don't know. She just went.
uh,
She just went out back and came back. Like it. I don't know.
it's very so. It's literally the Boston Rob puppy
Hmm.
guarding strategy that we had seen from 40, except
Hmm.
no one is actually willing to stop
Right. It's crazy.
it.
It was just a lot of blah blah
There was a
blah at
lot
camp.
of
It
nothing.
was a lot of blah 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 at camp. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I literally tuned out until they got to tribal because I was
Basically,
like,
I mean, the only thing that Mary does is basically is like, I'm gonna pull a Russell Hand style move, and just says to Joe that she's voting him. And then Joe mildly spirals, but nothing matters.
I
Like
mean,
people pitch voting Joe, but once again, it doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't matter. People in this game are not willing to do anything different.
and I mean, here's my thing. I was like, okay, Joe, one person tells you they're voting for you and you spiral. Like, what do you mean? And I was on Team Shaheem with this one. Shaheem was like, hello, I was told I was getting voted out twice just because they needed a person to vote for. And you want to act like just because you have one time where you get one person saying they go vote for you, and now you acting crazy like we should put a vote on somebody else. Hello, and I was like,
I
absolutely.
I can tell you from personal experience, if you spiral out over one or two votes in a game like this, you suddenly have now attracted every single vote to you because no one no longer wants to like give you any leeway because it's just gonna be like,
Absolutely.
are you gonna accuse me next?
Right.
So it's, I mean, and thankfully we do see more of this happening next episode. So wow, it only took someone saying Joe's name publicly to make him spiral out of the game, but
Mm,
uh,
I don't know.
tribal.
Tribal, because that's all I got. We get to tribal. A lot of emotions was happening in tribal because Jeff was asking everybody about their whys. Why are they there? What is this going to do for them? And most of them was like, I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for my parents. I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this for, a better life. We find out that Kyle is getting married a month and a half after this game is over. And so
Mhm.
his fiance is at home taking care of all the wedding things, and he can't be there to help. So he missing out on all of that. But his family was like, you need to do this. This is the most important thing. We know that Mary is doing it for her parents, her mother, because she wants to see who her mother was before coming over to this country, struggling and trying to take care of all her family and not being the woman that she was. And she wants to see that person, and she hopes that the money will help get her to that person again where she feels carefree and can do what she wants to do. Same thing for Shaheen. He wants to help his parents out because he was like, we get mad at our parents for the silliest things when you're immigrants and come over and people are making fun of them because they don't speak English, and you're mad because they don't speak good English, but you don't realize the sacrifices that they've made for you. And now he wants to make sure that they can just live it easier in their life and not have to deal with this. And that's everybody's wise, and they know what it's for. And Camilla's the same. She's gonna do it for her mom and her parents. But then they were like, but we all know only one of us is going to be able to do that. And only one of us is going to be able to get this $1 million. And that's the hard part about this game, is because you care about so many people and you understand everybody's whys and you want everybody to get their whys fulfilled. But we're t- it's only going to be one of us. And we want to do what's best for us and what's best for this game. And so the we's are turning to me's. And then Eva's like, no, it's not for me. The me is still us. It's us because I'm playing Survivor team sports. And I'm like, shut up. Nobody is playing Survivor teams because there's no such thing as Survivor teams. You
At,
get.
at least we know from 51 onwards, because I don't think 50 would ever have this problem. From 51 onwards, if anyone suggests this idea, they're being thrown off the island immediately because this is so infuriating.
It's
Of
so
like the
infuriating.
moral high ground of no, I'm not gonna play the dirty game that I signed up to play. No, I'm gonna play it good and innocent because that's how it should be. No, it's Survivor. You got advantages to literally say, no, I'm not going home. This is the game you signed up for. You have
It's
wrecked a season.
it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna play Survivor teams, Survivor sports teams when it's a soul Survivor. Like,
If you wanted to go on the challenge, just go on the challenge. Like there were other shows you could have done this on.
it's so annoying. So annoying. But everybody's all the talking, all the jibber jabber. It's honestly so frustrating.
It's
So
so
frustrating.
frustrating.
But all the things happen, and we go to vote because honestly, I don't want to talk about this any longer.
I don't want to talk about this any longer.
We go to vote, and the first name coming out is Mary. We're like, ooh. Second name coming out is
Oh, cool.
yeah, cool. Next name coming out is Joe. Like, oh, okay, that's
Cool.
Mary's vote. Good. Next name coming out is Mary, and they're not Mary from this point on. Mary. Typical.
Great. Yay.
Not surprised.
But if anything that happened, Joe just randomly stands the fuck up. I can't
No, David.
explain. David, yep. David just randomly stands up and is like,
I think that was David showing his sign of respect to Mary. That was David
uh,
saying y'all made a mistake because that was stupid to vote out the one person who wouldn't have had a shot to win, and when you had a perfect opportunity to get someone out who could actually beat all of you. I,
it's
it's
just
it's it. First of all, it's still kind of ugh. David, it's not about you, but whatever. I
it's not
understand
about you, David, but thank at least someone on that cast is saying
this is stupid.
something.
I understand why he did it, but it's not about you, sir. Sit down. But I get it. Yes, yes, very, 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 very cringe. Very, very cringe. And he thought he did something, but we do
It's
love him.
just, we really did give it another chance after David left because it
Mhm.
seemed like something was going to shift, and no, nothing has shifted. We're still in hell.
Because
And
literally, we have everybody voting for Mary except Mary.
I mean, we've had what? Ignoring the Joe vote,
Ignore Joe.
l- uh, ignoring the David vote. What? We've had like unanimous votes every single round at this point,
We don't try to go for
basically.
Eva at all. She wasn't going to use her stuff, but we don't even. Last week you had a perfect chance to go after Eva, and we don't. We take Star out instead.
Uh, it's just, I mean, it's exhausting in a way that I genuinely didn't expect. Of like people just going, yeah, no, we'll keep it moving in the same way that we have before. Yeah, so ignoring David's vote,
Yeah,
we had a 5-0,
yeah.
then a 5-1, then an
Mhm.
8-1, then a 5. At least Stars was close last week. It was a 5-3. But then people gave up again.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh
It is what it is. It's lame.
we had such an interesting pre-jury until they fucked it up as well.
Yep, 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 yep.
But
Let's talk about this draft so we can wrap it up. Jack, you got
down to
Camilla and a
one,
dream. You're down to Camilla and a dream, but you got a good one in Camilla.
I
But
do, but it's
it,
still
it's
rough.
gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. Um, Logan is still holding on with three, and with Shaheen, Eva, and Mitch, and then I have Kyle and Joe. Honestly, I think Mitch is gone next week. If they keep on the same trajectory, Mitch is gone next week. If they keep on the same trajectory, but we do see in the previews that Kyle and Camilla are at it again, and they're trying to convince Joe that Shaheen has something.
They're pushing. They really are pushing. And that Joe is also spiraling in the background of like, oh wow, well everything I was told was a lie, all that. Oh,
It's wild.
it's so much, but
But
uh,
I guess we'll be back here next week to see what predictable thing happens again. Um, but we'll be back and we'll talk about all of it. Um, please follow us if you haven't hit the subscribe button. If you haven't done that already, help us complete our mission of 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. We would really, really appreciate that. Follow us on this channel and all of our channels. All the links will get in the description below. Um, do we think? Do you
They're
think they're
trying to
trying to
get
get Shaheen
yeah.
out?
Um, I don't know at this point. I mean, I can see Kyle and Camilla attempting to take control next episode. I think the safety without power has already expired, so they can't use that.
Has it? I don't think it
I
has.
thought it was it Final Seven or Final Six.
I thought it was. Oh, I don't know.
My gut is that it's Final Seven, so that's gone. So then they would need to successfully get a hit on Joe or Evo, whichever one doesn't idle.
Right.
And then if that Shaheen probably tries to keep status quo, I don't know. I can easily see next episode being a Mitch boot without problem or a Camilla boot without
Boom.
problem. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't. I think Camilla and Kyle will be trying to get Shaheen out, but I don't know if everybody's going to go along with that plan. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But follow us on this channel, all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below. Thanks for the question, by the way, Brooke. Um, follow us on our audio podcast links. If you need to check us out on the go, we appreciate you doing that. Join our Patreon. We have a lot of fun stuff going on in there. Follow us on all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow Jack and I at those same places. All those links will be down there as well. And you can get your merch at LanaCheeseCreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And on that note, Jack, let's get out of here because boo
But
for this week.
yeah, no, I just want to go to bed. So like
Absolutely. So cheers, y'all. Bye.